Growing up, I did not spend much time with my parents because they were far away from Ghana here. They were in Cote d'Ivoire, and I was also here in Ghana with my senior brother. We were struggling. But then I told myself that I'm not going to give up because I know that I have a bright future. So I started hustling on my own. Even it got to a time my mother had to discourage me by saying that if I choose to stay in Ghana, she's not going to be sending me money. I said, fine, I will find a way to survive. And my mother also said, okay, let's see. So, I made a decision that I will sell on the street. So I ventured into this paste and brush business. Whilst I was doing that business, I was also in high school. So right after school, I would just go to the street and then sell the little money that I will get. I will use it to take care of myself in school the next day. So I kept doing that till the final exam. Then I completed school successfully. So since I was with my brother, my senior brother, and then he said the struggling was much. So he will go back to Cote d'Ivoire. That was where my mother and father were. So I also said that, okay, if you want to go, you can go. But for me, I'll stay in Ghana and then continue my life. I stayed, and God being so kind, I passed my examination. So I did online education. That is I did it with Cambridge International College, UK. So I registered with them. I wrote my exams, I passed. Through that, I did my national service 2012. I did it at Swedru Government Hospital. So right after the service, I told myself again that I'm not going to stay here in Ghana because I have struggled a lot and I don't want the struggle to continue. So I will go back. I will find a way and then leave Africa for good. I had this chance of traveling to South Africa, which I went there. I met one James. He offered to help me stay in South Africa. That was 2013. So when I went to South Africa, I noticed there was a small boil on my knee. So I decided to, as a normal way of doing things in Ghana, I decided to paint it and then see the outcome, which I did it. And unfortunately for me, my leg, which is my knee, started swelling up, and then all of a sudden the thing burst. My leg started rotting. So it got to a time the thing was smelling, and then I was scared that they will cut off my leg. They will amputate my leg. I have it here.
Oh, okay. So guys, this
is it. So I was scared that they would cut my leg. So I had to lie to the man that I was staying with because I felt like telling him that my leg is rotten. Maybe he will feel bad, and then he might think that I'm a bad luck to him. So I had to lie to him that I'm coming to Ghana to finish unfinished business. So I told this man, and then he even pleaded with me to stay back, and then he will provide everything that I needed that time for me. Then I insisted that I need to come back to Ghana, which the man finally agreed, and then he saw me off. I got to the airport and I came back to Ghana. I treated myself for like 2 years after visiting South Africa, because I had a bigger vision that I would still travel out of Africa no matter what. So after my leg was healed and everything was moving on successfully, I went online and then started searching for a place that I can stay. Some places like maybe United States of America, Singapore, Malaysia. So I chose Singapore. That was 2015, August. I started reading about the do's and don'ts of the country because I know Singapore, they have a lot of laws over there. Especially you don't spit on the road, you don't chew gum, you don't do this, you don't. So I read a lot about the country. And then I said, okay, I'm cool. Since I don't like to, cause trouble. I'm not a problematic person. So I decided to, visit Singapore, not only for visit, but to go there and then work. On August 25th, I bought my ticket and I got to the airport. I was very smallish. I was very smallish. So when I got to the airport, the immigration officer and then narcotic control board, when I was about to board the plane, they said, hey, gentlemen, we need to speak to you. I was very scared and I didn't know why they wanted to talk to me. They said, how can a small boy like you be traveling to Singapore? Do you know what they do in Singapore? I said, but it's my choice. I want to go to the country. Why will you stop me? So they took my luggage and then they said, we need to search your your bag. So I also told them that if you need to search my bag, make sure you don't plant anything inside, you don't put anything in my luggage, because for me, I know some of the tricks. So if you decide to search my bag, please search it right in front of me. Mind you, if I miss my flight, you are going to do something about it. So they searched my bag and they were trying to discourage me that Singapore, it is only drug dealers who go there. Singapore, Malaysia, it is only drug dealers who go there. So me embarking on that journey, it means maybe somebody has sent me on a mission that maybe I should deliver a drug, or I've swallowed maybe cocaine or something like that. So they kept me in their office for some time. After their thorough search, they found out that I wasn't having anything. I wasn't carrying any substance, but I was only going there to hustle. God being so great, I went to Singapore. I spent about 18 hours because it was a transit. So I had to pass Turkey, and then I got to Bangkok, Thailand. Then from Thailand, we moved to Singapore. So when I got to Singapore, there was this fine gentleman. He's an American. He was in front of me. They were doing the check-in. I mean, you have to declare your intentions of visiting the country, what you came there to do. So this guy got there and they asked him that, what are you coming to do in Singapore? He said he was on a visit. He's a tourist visitor. So they asked this guy how much money he was having on him. And the guy stated he was having about 5,000 US dollars with him. It scared me because for me, I was having only $800 with me. And somebody was having $5,000 US dollars with him. They asked him to step aside. And then I was the next person to the American. Yes. When they asked him to step aside, the immigration officer then called me and said, "Gentleman, what are you here for?" I'm also coming for a visit. He then asked me how much money I was having with me. I was so scared, but I said, no, I will speak the truth. I will not hide anything. I will just told him the money I have, and I said I was having 800 US dollars with me. He said, okay, but how long do you intend to stay? I said, oh, just 2 to 3 weeks. I intend to stay in Singapore 2 to 3 weeks. He said, okay, fine. Since your range, that 2 to 3 weeks is enough for the $800. The reason why they stepped the American aside, they made him step aside, was that he said he was coming to spend like 2 weeks in Singapore with such an amount, meaning he was there for a purpose, not only for visits. He was there for a purpose, maybe business trip, but he wanted to lie to them that he was on a tour visit. So they denied him entry into Singapore. I, having $800, they just checked me in. That they just took my passport and then stamped in, "Welcome to Singapore. You have to stay 30 days. So I stayed 30 days, and I was not, my initial plan was to go there and then hustle. I never knew Singapore was very small. It's an island. My research, I didn't check the land size and then the population. I got there, and then the next day, because I was there to hustle, the next day I started looking for job. They said, no, this is not how we do things here. You have to go through the right channel before you can be legally employed. I said, wow, but I don't have money. I'm having only $800, and with that $800 too, I have to rent from it. I have to take care of myself by food and everything. I have to depend on that till I get back to Ghana or continue my journey there. So things were a bit tough for me, and I was scared. I spent like 2 days. So I then decided to open up with my Chinese landlord that please employ me. I will be taking care of the apartment. I will do the mowing, the cleaning, everything. Employ me. That time too, their basic pay after deduction, taxations and everything, I think it was around $2,000 Singaporean dollars. So the Chinese man said he can do it. He can help me by employing me there, but it is illegal because I can put him in trouble. So he was scared. But then if he is going to take that risk for me, he will also charge me something. Instead of paying me 2,000 US dollars, he will not give me that amount. He will give me $1,200, the Singaporean dollars. So I said, I don't have any option. I will do it. So he employed me, and I was working inside the apartment that I was living. After work, then I will go out. But then my visa, because they gave me only 30 days, and the laws of Singapore states that you have to, when your visa it expires, you have to leave the country and spend like 5 to how many days you want to spend, but it has to be more than 5 days. You have to spend it outside Singapore and then come back for another stamp. The first girl was, I think, a Muslim. Okay. And she was also very kind, very beautiful. But then she, dating white is a bit different from black girl relationship, because for them they like to give you pressure. They will show you true love, but for even if you are driving with them, you are going for a ride, and then maybe you tend to watch another girl, you are in trouble. So one of them, that is the Muslim girl, we were in a train, and then our culture here in Ghana, we are a bit shy when we cannot kiss openly, like in the public. You cannot kiss your girlfriend or caress her or something like that. So we were in the train, and then we saw two people kissing normal as usual. It's a normal thing over there. This girl also clenched me. He just got close to me, and then he said I should kiss her in the train. I said, I can't be doing this. This is not my culture. Ghana, where I come from, you cannot be kissing. It is allowed, but you yourself, you will not feel comfortable doing it openly, and people will be watching. So I said, no, I can't do that. And right from the spot, when I told her that I cannot kiss her openly in the train, she got down at the next bus stop and left me in the train. And that was the end of our relationship. I kept calling, begging her. She didn't agree. So I met another girl. We started hanging out, but the girl was also giving me another headache, because she was this kind of a nightclub ladies, each and every day going to nightclub. And me too, I had the belief that nightclub, you can only do it on weekends, because during the week you have to work, because I cannot be going to nightclub and then in the morning I will come back to work. I will just be dozing, like I will be sleeping at work, and I don't want such sad things to happen. So it also didn't work. The third person was a girl that I met. They were all white ladies, because when I was in Singapore, I told myself that I will not get close to excuse me to say black lady, for them to be giving me headache. That was my initial decision. It's not like that I'm a racist type. No, okay. I'm not a racist. So the third girl, she was always demanding for sex. Always giving me, let's have it in the bathroom here, even sometimes no. So I was like, if I follow this girl. So I decided that because of the way she was pushing me for sex, I'm not comfortable with it. We had to end the relationship there.
She was a white girl.
Yes, white girl. All of them, the four of them were white.
I don't get it, because a lot of men will appreciate the fact that their girlfriends are pushing them for sex. They want to have sex. You were running away from it.
Because when you've dated a white girl, you know what I'm talking about. A white girl who is into sex each and every minute. When it happens, so like you might end your life, collapse and die. Because I wasn't having that strength. It's not like I'm not strong in bed, but then doing it today, tomorrow, in the afternoon, in the evening, more than 5 times in a day. Why? I ended that relationship. I think she's naturally addicted to sex. She likes it. That's how she likes it. So I wasn't comfortable with it, so I had to end the relationship.
But when you told her that you wanted to end it, what did she say?
I didn't tell her I'm ending because of sex, but I was giving her excuses. When I after work at my apartment, I would just find somewhere else and then go and sit. When she calls me, I will not be answering the calls. I was finding excuses to distance. Yes, it's a normal thing over there. If you want to have sex to most of the whites, sex is fun. That is why some of them can enter a relationship and then tell you boldly that, hey, let's enjoy ourselves. We are only going to be having sex. We are not going to date and then marry. We are just going to have sex. Fun. Let me say it that way.
Because in Ghana, a lot of people date with the notion that it will lead to marriage. But with the whites, they date.
Some of them date for fun.
Okay.
Yes. And then we also have people who date for, we call it contract marriages or something like that. Just to get your document and everything intact. Then after getting it, you just end the relationship. But mine wasn't like that. Mine was, I wanted to settle down with somebody that I can love, and then I realized that I was losing weight. As somebody that I went to Yankee to hustle and then look fresh. Instead, I was looking out. She was draining me everything. about me was like, I'm losing weight. This is not my weight. Because the energy that I'm very hardworking. And if you look at my apartment, we have, this skyscraper, it's very, very big, tall buildings. So I have to clean about maybe 30 washrooms. The place was so huge. So giving you sex in the morning, in the afternoon, what energy will I use to clean, do my house job?
So she was living with you?
She was living a different apartment, even different location, let me say it that way. Because she will have to get on the train 20 minutes or 30 minutes before she gets to my place.
And every day she will come that, let's do it.
when she gets to my place, that day I'm not going anywhere. I won't go because she will lock the door. I don't have any option. If I scream, I might put myself in trouble. They can accuse you that maybe you rape her. They can, find an excuse. So it's like I was becoming a slave to her, a sex slave. And I didn't want to. I can't scream over there. I can't. Ladies, they can find a way and then put you in big mess. Like, oh, he wanted to rape me. He was. He's making an attempt to do. I didn't want to put myself in trouble because I know where I was coming from. Moreover, I'm only having 30 days stay. So the 30 days stay, I have to, make sure I abide by the rules and regulations. I do not get in trouble, and then I live peacefully.
You live peacefully so that they don't deport you.
Finally, I got to the fourth girl. That is Jane. She's a lady that even in my next generation or in the next generation, I would love to meet again because she's very honest. All my days, the rest of the days for me to live in Singapore, this girl showed me nothing but genuine love. Yes, she took very good care of me. Right after meeting her, I didn't spend a penny of my money. Already the church was taking care of me, and meeting Jane too, it brought a lot of success to me. Because Jane was taking care of me, buying. She even gave me her credit card. Anything I want to buy, I should use it. I don't know whether I can show her picture. Yes, I can message her right now. You see? Jane Kobe, let me go to her WhatsApp and then.
But has she has plans to come to Ghana?
No, we are no more together because it got to a time she sent me money to go back, and then I didn't go.
To come back to Singapore.
But I did not go. I somehow, let's say, I spent the money.
So guys, he's showing us the picture of the lady. Oh, she's pretty.
Very pretty.
Oh, okay. So this is a picture.
This is her number, so I don't want to.
Yeah, we'll block the number.
Very, very TikTok girl. And I was like, I was very small. And
she loved you regardless.
She loved me regardless of my stature. She sent me around $2,000 that time. That was about after COVID had set in. She sent me the money to go back to Singapore. That is why I'm saying I have wronged her and I want to apologize to her. I can even test her right now. She has already moved on and I'm happy for her. And
yes, but my point is, you need to let her know that you are sorry.
And this girl was even, in Asia, I think they are not allowed to do some kind of transaction like the Bitcoin and then all these things. So this girl was doing business after sending me money to buy plane tickets and then go, which I did not go. She sent me money to invest in that cryptocurrency.
Whoa.
Yes.
And you ate that money too?
No. I invested it. I was doing it. Even till now, we are still doing it.
Together.
So right now, I would say that it's like we are business partners. I just sent her a message. I know she'll reply me.
She's offline because she came online in the morning.
In the morning, 6. I know she loves me. It's unfortunate that I don't have most of my pictures here. Like you see our pictures together and then everything. We bought our ring, but then I messed up.
You messed up, bro.
I will just pray over it. It is only miracle that can bring us back. There was a time she met a guy and then the guy proposed to her. She was telling me everything. I can't hide anything from you. I know you still love me, but then this is what I'm doing. I'm seeing another person. I was like, you are breaking my heart, So
you said you've been to four countries. So Singapore, South Africa, Singapore, Malaysia, and
then I came to Turkey. Turkey, I did not spend much time over there, but then it's also part of my story because I spent like 3 I spent like it's not even up to 2 weeks. I had wanted to follow some people to Greece. Then from Greece, we go to this place, Germany.
Using the sea?
Yes. But then I didn't know that they would use the sea. When I got there, I was like, are we going to, I'm the kind of person that I don't like to look for trouble. I don't like to venture into something that will eventually bring in maybe police issue or, you understand, or arrest. In Singapore, way back, I was living after the police station, I think 2 apartments from the police station. Fellow black people over there were asking me, are you not scared of these police people? These people, they are full of laws. I said, no, why would I be scared of them? Because I'm not hiding, I'm not harboring any criminal, I don't have any drug, I don't steal, I'm not a bad person, so why will I be scared of the police? So when I realized that these people wanted to use, a different route to Greece, then from Greece to Germany, I decided to come back home. That is Ghana. Oh, Malaysia was I was working in a car company called Pro Tour. This is their name. I think Raymond, Ruth, and then Shamil, they are all Indians. We were working in the same company, and my madam was dating one MP in Malaysia, So when I got to Malaysia, there was this guy that did the connection for me to go to Malaysia. His name is Randy. I went to Malaysia, and then he hosted me. He asked me to come to his place. I think we were about 6 Ghanaians going to hustle in Malaysia. So when we all gathered for dinner, and then we discussed, and this Randy guy took us in. We were living in a 2-bedroom house, but then he was sharing 1 bedroom and then the hall with us, and the other bedroom to, I think, one Chinese was also living there. So this Randy guy said that he will help us to get our document so that we will get a legal stay, but then we will have to go through education. We have to be enrolled in school. So we paid him money, around 12,000 Ghana cedi if you exchange the money, Malaysian ringgit, but when you exchange it, it will be 12,000 Ghana cedis. And then we gave the money to him to go and do it. I don't know how many people gave their own. Made a complete payment. But I gave him 8,000 Ghana cedi. Then told him that when he's done with our documents come, I will balance him the 4,000 Ghana cedis. So when I gave him the money, he took me to the school, showed me to the principal, and then we spoke about everything. I then left for work. I was at work, and then my passport was also being processed. I thought the Randy guy was helping me genuinely, not knowing the guy he went to see in the school. It's a business that they are doing. They enroll people illegally, take their money, and then put them in a big mess. They will not do the genuine document for them, and then police will end up arrest you. Then they will put you in jail. So Randy went there, showed me to this guy, and the guy, I don't know how to say it, he acted as a principal of the school, because I was a fresher. I was a fresh person in Malaysia. So when he showed me, I believed him, and then I gave him this 8,000. Randy did not pay the 8,000. That is the initial deposit. He didn't pay it. He only gave the guy 2,000 ringgit. This Randy guy took almost all the 8 of us, small amount of money from us. Some paid 3,000, some paid 4,000, some paid 2,000, some paid 6,000. For me, I paid him 8,000 Ghana cedi, which is 8,000 ringgit, Malaysian ringgit. And this Randy guy gathered all our money and then wanted to come to Ghana and leave us there in Malaysia to start. He's a Ghanaian. He's, excuse me to say, he's an Ewe. So one prosper guy, the age of us, so all of us were 9. 7 of them were Ewes, and I was the only Fanti and one Achim guy. So there was 2 guys called Prosper. One came to Malaysia to have fun, enjoy life, and then the other guy, the other Prosper, was coming to hustle, just like I was there to hustle. So the guy was also into IT. So he noticed something fishy about the Randy, and then he said, let's tap Randy's WhatsApp. Let's hack his number. And from his chat, we realized that the guy was coming to Ghana to marry. He was coming to Ghana to do a wedding.
So your money was the money
he gathered, and then he sent it to his girlfriend here, and then he will come to Ghana, then they will do their wedding, and then he will go to another country. This is a Ghanaian. He's an Ewe. His name is Randy. That is one of the reasons that I said that whenever I travel, I do not want to get in touch with black people, especially Africans. If you are born over there, your mindset is a bit different from we that we are going fresh. Do you understand my point? He is a Ghanaian. Oh. He is from Tema. He took all the 8 of us. He took our monies and then he sent it back to Ghana. And he was planning to also run from there and then join the girlfriend and they will marry. That is according to what that is through his WhatsApp chat.
WhatsApp conversation.
Yes. So on the day that he was about to leave, come to Ghana, he gathered all of us. He said, oh, there's another job that he has gotten, but it's in a different region in Malaysia, and he needed to talk to us that he's living where we were. Then he was going to another, let me say, region in Malaysia. I said, okay. He didn't know that we were also following him through his WhatsApp chat. So, I was very angry, and the Prosper guy was telling me to cool down, let him finish talking. I said, no. I will not let him land. I will just tell him straight to the point. He's a fraudster. He's running away with our money. So I just approached him. I said, Randy, do you know that all what you have been doing, we have been following you all this while, and we know exactly what you are doing. We know that you are going to Ghana through Turkey. You are passing Turkey. You will pass here, and then after landing in Ghana, you do wedding on this same day. So when I told him that, the Randy guy started shaking. He was shivering seriously, and he said, how did I know this thing? So he dragged I and then Prosper us to corner, and then he was talking to us that please don't expose this thing to the other 6 people, because we were 8. And then he said we shouldn't let the 8 people know. I said, no, why would you do this thing to us? So you want to put us in a mess, you want to put us in big problem, then you go and then do your wedding in Ghana and leave us here stranded. You've taken our money, promising us that you will help us to get our documents, and then you want to leave us, even with our passports. You've taken all our passports. Now, when police arrest you, where is your passport? We don't have it. And you want to leave us and then go to Ghana. My friend, you need to give my money to me here and now. If not, I will call the police at the airport and then give them your description, your picture that you are coming to pass, then go to Ghana. They should arrest you and detain you because you are a fraudster. I will open up and I will give your WhatsApp chat, everything to them. So this guy, he was crying and then begging us to, not to call the police at the airport. I said, okay, then you need to sign a document. We can only allow you to go, but then you need to make an agreement that the moment you get to Ghana, you also send our monies into our different accounts. That is me and Prosper. He will send our money into our accounts, bank account. This guy said, okay, he will do it. He didn't know that what we were doing, we were also scared, because if we allow him to fly out of Malaysian airport, we cannot get hold of him again. But then we did not make him know that right after letting him go, there's no way of grabbing him again. But we put fear, a lot of fear in him, that wherever he was, we can monitor him, because he was a bit surprised. He was, surprised that we were able to get his plans, because he didn't know we were following him step by step until we revealed everything to him, that we know you are going to Ghana, you are going to do this. So he believed everything we were telling him, and then we made him sign the document that when he gets to Ghana, he will send our monies into our account. Therefore, we will buy a return ticket to Ghana, and then we will come and then sort everything out here. When Randy got to Ghana, he kept calling us on WhatsApp. We were talking, and then we also finally got to Ghana. Yeah, we came to Ghana, and then he personally gave us the money.
So what happened to the other 6 people?
The other 6 people, because he was begging us not to expose us to the other 6 people. But I think what we did not do right was not telling the other 6 people to take their money. For that, I will admit we did not try.
So does that mean that a lot of Ghanaians that are outside, or Africans that are outside of Africa, they dupe fellow Africans that are new coming into the system?
A lot of them, they don't have passport, they don't have anything, they don't have money. Some people are even willing to come back to Ghana, but they don't have that chance or opportunity, because they are fellow black people, they are fellow Ghanaians, have taken everything that they have. In America, in abroad, some of us, when you go there, you have to work, and then your salaries will be paid through a bank account. And you as a fresher, you don't have a bank account, you don't have even legal document that permits you to work. So you have to use somebody's document to work. So that your employer will pay you through that person's name. And you can be working for a whole year, maybe $20,000, $30,000, and maybe $15,000 or $10,000. And the person you are using his document can tell you that, please, this is my document. This money is for me. And you have no proof. You don't have anything to say unless maybe God touches the heart of that person and then he divides the money into maybe 2 or 3 and then he gives you one. It is only by grace. So going to abroad, whenever I step outside of Ghana, my plan is that I do not want to have anything to do with a black lady. For me to enter into a relationship with a black lady over there, I'm not going to try it. Some partners, they will take their girlfriends and then they will end up. So I will not even try it for you to come and then break my heart and also even put me in another bad situation. The man worked, sent the money to the girlfriend here in Ghana. The girlfriend went to UK. When she got there, the girlfriend started living a wayward life, and then she said, "You cry, how much money did you spend in bringing me here? Tell me so that my new boyfriend will pay you," and blah blah blah. I was like, God. Well, coming back to Ghana, it is all about Randy's situation. I did not come back to Ghana in peace because of the situation Randy put me in. He collected my passport, he took my money, and then sent it to the girlfriend here in Ghana. So even when we got hold of him that this is what you are doing, you want to put us in trouble and then run to Ghana, it's like I gave up, that I do not want to stay in Malaysia anymore. I will come back to Ghana and then start everything afresh.
How has life been since you came?
Terrible, terrible. Well, you know, Jane just sent me a message.
So the Jane girl he dated in Malaysia just replied.
No, in Singapore.
In Singapore, just replied, "Hi baby. Happy New Year." Okay, so you said when you came back to Ghana, life has been terrible.
Life has been terrible because, you know, I lost my mother. That's one thing that I'm trying to get over it. 6 years down the line, I don't know when I'm going to get over this news. Losing my mother, and then I you know, finally my passport expired, and I was like, I will not renew it, because when I renew it, I know I'm going straight. The moment I renew my passport, I'm traveling. So for now, I'm working as a Bolt driver, and then I'll save some money and then leave.
For how long have you been in Ghana?
Since 2016, after around this issue. Dating a Ghanaian girl, you know, Ghanaian girls, excuse me to say, some of them, they will disturb you, give me money to buy this, give me money to buy that. All the 4 white ladies that I dated, none of them took a penny from me. Oh, yeah, my girlfriend says she's having a COVID. Is it?
Oh, the Jane.
The Jane.
Oh.
She's in the hospital. And then, are you seeing it?
Yeah.
For me, I don't chat it, because I know the moment I start chatting there, deep chat, our relationship will yes, it will rekindle itself.
Okay, so guys, my boss has said his bit. My name is Dr. Sam. The program is Ride and Chat. Thank you for watching. If you have any story, please, like I always say at the tail end of the show, reach out to me on Instagram, Ride and Chat World, Twitter, Ride and Chat, TikTok, Ride and Chat, YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.